Good day, ladies and gentlemen, good day. A surprise stream from Thunder. Woo! Anyway, I got home about 20 minutes ago, got out my uniform, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to play this song. So here I am. Never played this game before. Was going to start it tomorrow, but I was itching to play it, so here we are. Wow, I finally got a correct thumbnail on my YouTube stream on YouTube. Right, didn't quite post the correct image on Discord. Shiza. And Facebook didn't put the correct thumbnail either. Sons of bitches. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what I'm gonna think about this game. If it turns out being entertaining, I will attempt to go all the way through this game. Woo! It looks weird, crazy, and creepy. I'll put it like try that and see how it is. YouTube always makes things darker than they are on the streamer's screen. I don't want to get it right. Yeah, I don't want to get. Otherwise, y'all won't be able to enjoy it. Graphics, just that. Crosshairs on. Duh. Oh, apply settings. You gotta confirm your settings. Sound. Control. Alright. An old once friend told me this game's kinda like. He said you like Vampire, the vampire game, you might like this game. Of course, turned out he was a bit of a pathological liar, but we'll see. Good day, sir, ma'am. How are you? Is that you, Liam? I don't know. I've never played this game before. I was going to start it tomorrow morning, but I got home and I decided, you know what? I'm going to stream a little bit while my wife is at work, so here we are. This game's supposed to be creepy. So, let's see if I can play this and not get too wigged out. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Damn. Boston. 1924. Whew. That was a crazy year. Enter madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane in a hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Ugh. WTF. Why is he around dead sharks and shark guts? Stand up, dude. Ugh, it's gross.
Hey, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming.
Wait's dreaming? You think he's dreaming? I thought this was a third-person game. Man, if I woke up like this, I'd be like, where the hell am I? Oh, got an itch. Okay, I don't want to crouch yet. I want to see what's over here. I wouldn't even chugged on the chain. I would just like looked at it like, okay, I gotta get something to break that. Or I tried looking for a lock maybe, but I didn't think it would start out like this. I figured he'd be like in his office as a detective. Like, man, I gotta find a case. Land, Cindy and I are gonna go see the new Venom movie tonight. 7 o'clock. It's also locked. Can't wait. I hope it's gonna be really good. Oh. I got it. Okay, here's a torch. Yeah. Trailers look really good. Ah, some lock cutters. Cool for shoe. What the frack? What is that symbol on the boxes? I would probably get the hell out of Dodge if I saw that in real life. That's a thick chain. Takes some muscle to squeeze it to cut that chain.
I wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
What? Fate? This seems like a nightmare, man. I turned the brightness up so it would probably look better on your end and other viewers' end. I'm gonna crouch and try to avoid being detected by any possible enemies. There's some weird music playing. Jesus.
What a putrid offering.
Putrid? You're not talking about me, are you, dude? I'll smack you sideways. Don't make me come down there and smack you naked.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
What? Lan, did you like the episode of What If yesterday? Looks really good. It was really good.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Squid Man. Damn. That wasn't cool. He was doing. He's like, oh shit.
I hate whiskey.
Wine gives me some crazy dreams too.
I wonder why I still take these things.
To help you sleep? Man, I hope I don't get copyrighted from this music playing in the background. I'm gonna have to start streaming on Twitch. Wow.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The doctors can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. They are different, unknown. They seem to surface from the unfathomable and ancient. Or ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Lost Bactillion. Oh, from one of that said 78. I'm like, it says 18, so that's 1918. Ooh, here's an experience, kind of a
Major
tree.
Infinity Stone error in that What If EP.
Yes. Yeah, there was a bit of a Infinity Stone thing there. I didn't. It was kind of like when Thanos showed up to get the Mind Stone from Ultron, but like. Or it wasn't that. You know how, like, at the last episode on Party Thor, at the end when Ultron showed up and he had all the stones, and the Watcher was watching, and he was like, "What? What's going on here? I didn't see this." But Ultron didn't start like visiting other universes, other worlds, until after he had been aware of the Watcher, I think. Other than that, it was sanity. He is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the lost...
stones aren't supposed to work outside of their universe.
Right. You're right. We learned that from watching Loki. I was kind of wondering about that, and that did cross my mind, actually. But I didn't say anything to Cindy, but I was like, man. I was kind of hoping Marvel would kick his ass, though. Because Thanos had to pull the Power Stone off the glove and hit Marvel in the head with it to stop her from whooping his ass in the Infinity War Endgame movie. But Ultron, he was just like, bitch. The doctor, despite the treatment, no. Sorry, radio. I don't want YouTube to strike copyrights at me. I haven't even looked at all my stuff.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by the power of your speech. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. To find hidden objects, improving your skill increase your chances of finding hidden objects. This ability helps improve ability to find more hidden objects. Wow. Hopefully I'll get more experience points as I play.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Huh. He said, shut up, bitch.
I'm coming.
Damn, I haven't got a chance to, look on the office.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Creepy.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Why lay it on the couch? Just hand it to me.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
The voice actor of Pierce sounds like the guy from Vampire.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live in a recluse life there with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
There is a small island in New York off of, I don't know if it's close to Boston, but it's like abandoned. I was watching these videos on YouTube about abandoned places you can't go, and there's an abandoned island around close to Manhattan, close to the island of Manhattan in New York City. I forget what it's called. I'm not sure if it's called
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
I'm not sure if it's called Darkwater.
Natural sciences,
okay.
Linguistics, archaeology.
Did I get another point? There's another person behind Sarah in this painting, if that's Sarah in this painting. Oh, schoolboy, deceased. What's the point of opening that? Okay.
I used to be an avid reader.
Oh.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I should get rid of all this stuff.
I bet being a detective was hard work back in the 1920s.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Yeah.
But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Let me look at something real quick. Boston Harbor Islands National Recreation Area. Situated among the islands of Boston Harbor, Boston, Massachusetts. The area is made up of a collection of islands together in a former island and peninsula, many of which are open for public recreation, and some of which are small but best suited for wildlife. The area is run by the Boston Harbor Islands Partnership, includes Boston Harbor Island State Park, managed by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. 21 of the 34 islands in the area are also included in Boston, Massachusetts. For some reason I was thinking New York City. I don't know, but there is an island in New York City that's abandoned. It used to be a small town back in the early 1900s, but you can no longer go there.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
I got the places confused. Another abandoned place that's pretty crazy has been known to be called Snake Island. It's so covered in snakes that the governments have rendered it like no one's allowed to go there. Only like a few scientists have authorization to go there for studies or whatever, but they have to be real careful because there's like really super poisonous snakes all over that island. You can't walk just a few feet without running into a snake. How so many snakes got on that island is unbeknownst to me, but there's a lot of cool abandoned places around the world and inhibited places. You're not allowed to go. Yeah, I was hoping it showed him like getting in a car, going down to the harbor. I wanted to see some of the city. I'd say it's a bit foggy. Hello, can you see me? It's quite foggy outside.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. I can see it through the fog. I've got special eyes. Wife and I gonna get us a big thing of popcorn and a big drink. Put lots of salt on it, on the popcorn. Of course, Celia. Celia, I think that's how you pronounce that. Scylla. Celia. That boat stopped really good.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Landlubber.
A nice young woman. And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Anthony Howe. Ugh. Freaking phone. I'm trying to copy his name. There we go.
Scylla-Greek myth sea monster.
Oh. Mr. Smarty Pants. That's cool, man. Greek myth sea monster. Lan, you're like a... You are very knowledgeable, sir. You are very smart, man. You were a teacher, nonetheless. It's very, very cool. I did not know it was a sea monster. Yeah. Ha! I was right. Anthony Howe does the voice of this Pierce guy in this game. Of course, we know he was in Alien Isolation as that doctor guy. He also played Jonathan Reed in the game Vampire that I played a couple of years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, back in 2018. I thought his voice sounded familiar. Anthony Howe. Let's go to the whale.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
It's a dreary place. It's depressing. That's rude.
Hey, be careful.
That's funny.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Yeah, you're a bitch.
That'll be all for now.
I'd knock him off his stool anyway. That would get on my nerves, all that singing. She's probably the one who supplies all the beer.
What you looking at, stranger?
A lady who's afraid to touch her cigarette.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Drink?
I told you to beat it.
You want me to pull it out here and show you?
I told you to beat it.
Okay. Close your eyes, guys. She wants me to beat it. Talk to Bradley. Wonder if Bradley's the guy that told me about the bar.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
He owed people some money, Lan. It's cool that there's movement outside.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
All hope seemed lost for the Celia and its crew, and yet our fellow whalers, or what remains of them, returned to the port of Darkwater on Tuesday. In the late evening, bystanders dashed to the pier to greet and assist the survivors of the very last whaler on the island. People were filled with mesmerized and wonder. I think it says mesmerized and wonder at the sight of the astonishing catch the nimble brig brought to shore. The miraculous catch, as islands are already calling it, ascends long, something in size and majesty every whale ever known to man, to the point that its members couldn't be fitted to the ship's dock and had to be left dangling into the seawater. Surviving sailors will be always remembered for this perilous capture, along with for its precious meat and unparalleled quality, abundance, and nutritional preservatives. Without doubt, the extraordinary amount of whale meat derived with this catch will feed Darkwater's mouths for many weeks to come. And who knows, it might as well put an end to the poverty that afflicted the less fortunate on the island.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
He said you were a punk.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted with its own consciousness.
but you won't stop
until it finds a new reader.
She will get us into trouble.
Queensland's icy grounds for night rides. Wells there is no.
Well, I didn't make two good friends. I didn't appreciate that guy spitting on the floor. I would have punched him in his face. Not really, I'm not that kind of person, but I probably would have said, dude, that was rude.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Volume 2.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
It's probably a younger picture of Fitzroy. What if his first name is Bradley? Bradley Fitzroy.
What a macabre souvenir.
I wonder how long this game is. Like, how many hours will it take to get through it?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor.
His name's
The
James.
hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Smack that woman on the butt.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
Oh.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Wow.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here.
Scylla.
You can go and see it if you're interested.
The Scylla. I thought it was pronounced Cilia, but it's Scylla.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the Stranded Whale.
Yeah, I read it.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
He seems awfully interested in my investigation. I gotta talk to somebody named Bradley. Oop. I think I forgot to close the door.
My God.
Is the bartender named Bradley?
You again.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
This must be Cat. It's gotta be.
To treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know.
Who?
The girl doctor. Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
I'm excited. I haven't been excited about going to see a movie in a long time. It's been a while since Cindy and I have done anything, like gone out to do something fun. Man, I currently make $16 an hour at my job. And an old friend of mine who is a manager at the Nashville City Transit Company called WeGo. It used to be called MTA, like Metro Transit Association, I think is what it used to be called. Now it's called WeGo, like WeGo Online. They just started a non-CDL transportation service with the company, and she told me about it on Facebook Messenger the other day. Starting drivers out at $22 an hour. So I'm gonna have to fill out an application for that. I mean, I like my job. It's okay and boring.
It looks
but
like there's a way in under this grate.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that question mark right there. I was hoping this game would be third-person action.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Now I gotta climb back down and look for a handle or something. Two points available. Cool. Mm-hmm. Is there a map? I don't know where this Bradley's at. There's some handles. Oh, I can. The top and left, the top left and right bumpers, I can lean and like peek around corners. Wow, here we go.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
But I think it was Tuesday. I had a serious stomach problem at work. My stomach was killing me. I had to keep going, and there's nothing but porta potties for us to use at work because it's a construction site and high humidity, and And my supervisor tried calling another coworker. Well, tried calling both of them to see if they could come in and relieve me so I could go home. So one guy, Ken, said he couldn't come in. He's always begging for overtime, but refused to come in and relieve me. And he couldn't get rid of the other guy named Hossam, he's Egypt, been in the country for 2 years. Couldn't get a hold of him. But I wasn't allowed to leave. If I did leave and go home, I would have had to go to the doctor to get a doctor's note for an upset stomach. My supervisor's cool, but he's also kind of an ass. If I was the site supervisor and someone needed to go home because they were sick, I would just let them go home. Like, go home, man. I got this. I got it. And if the big people ask, hey, where's your other security guy? He was sick, needed to go home. And I couldn't get nobody to cover his spot, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do here. And like, I don't have the money to go to the doctor, let alone go see my doctor over an upset stomach, which was probably something I ate the previous night. I ate like some leftover pork chop out of the refrigerator. I mean, it tasted good. It smelled good. But man, something tore my stomach up, man. I was just like, oh my God. I had to go to them Porta Johns like 5 or 6 times Tuesday at work. It was not cool. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Oh my God. Roy Mitchell. That's the bartender. Who's Bradley? I don't get it. Let me go back downstairs. Down the ladder. So yeah, I'm probably going to leave my company soon if I get this job with WeGo, driving a van or something. Non-CDL license. I'm going to be probably driving a van or something. I guess taking people to different places. Alright. Let's go see who this Bradley is.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I'll smack her like a redheaded stepchild.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
That woman is like not at all intimidating. I would freaking snatch that cigarette thing out of her hand and break it like a twig. Throw it in her face. Take that, woman. Them scrawny looking dudes ain't gonna do crap.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You shysters?
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something.
Let's see who this guy is.
Where do you think you're going?
Disneyland. Are they open?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Because I'm a nice guy.
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. And then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Who are they?
Sorry. I really can't talk about them.
Well, he wasn't Bradley.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait. Now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I'm gonna grow me a goatee like that guy's. Might take a while.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Kat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Where is Bradley? Where is Bradley? Let's see if I can sneak. I don't think I can jump. Oh, I got a lighter. I just learned that I have a lighter.
Go on, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And
how could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
It's kind of like a mystery game with creepiness involved, like paranormal in a way. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If their paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to another dimension, other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Oh, that's the lighter I have. Okay.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know?
They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
Wow.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh, yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I thought I made it clear. I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay. It's a deal.
I only knew that information because I eavesdropped on him. Hang on a second. I know Cindy's not off work yet. It's probably someone just going up the street. Yeah. There's nobody out there, buddy. Every time the ring goes off, he thinks someone's coming up to the door. Yeah, it's someone walking up the street. Really close to our yard. Walking in our yard, actually. They're gone now. Can't stand when people walk in our yard. We used to have a young girl, like, stand in our yard waiting for the school bus. Like, don't stand in our yard. It's not your property. That looks like crap.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Well.
Oh.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
What is she, like a buck tin? Wet?
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Where'd she learn how to fight?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Alright, I should have attacked her.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Right. Damn. Let's see if they'll let me back through again. Alright, they're not moving this time. Alright. I didn't know I was going to get caught. I was like, wow. I should have,
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
I doubt some scrawny little woman in 1924 knew how to fight. Like she went to some kind of fight school or something. She looks, she's about my wife's size. I'm still trying to figure out who Bradley is. I'm not understanding what the question mark thing is. Let's try the crank again, then I'm going to go back in the bar and talk to Kat. Maybe I'm missing a piece or... no? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm pushing buttons here, trying to figure out how to crank this, if it's possible. The touchpad doesn't do anything. I can only move the joystick around. Maybe I gotta go talk to Bradley first, whoever Bradley is. There's a door over there. I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't do anything with the crank after putting it on there, which is weird. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know where Bradley is, or what he looks like. I feel like I've talked to mostly everybody in this area. Where is Bradley? Where is Bradley? Do 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 do. Let's see who these guys are. Those look like the two drunks I was talking to earlier.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Let's see if he has anything new to say.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
I can't walk any faster than this. Okay. Well, yeah, I can. Gotta hold down the L2 button.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Your small-time hoodlum number is starting to tire me.
My number? I thought I'd made myself clear. But we can go through it again if you didn't understand.
You took me by surprise. It won't happen again.
Oh, so amusing. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah.
He's Bradley.
And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in...
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now, please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
To enter a reconstruction scene.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What happened here? Wow. Boss of a gang of bootleggers which seems to use Darkwater as a hideout. Cat always keeps an eye on her territory. The zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have the impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. Even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as the point of departure for her cargoes of whiskeys, and she is slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. Why isn't Bradley on here? I talked to him. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident,
signs of life attest to the fact the presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from the wound, as well as pills, painkillers, sleeping pills. More of the occupants seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. But it is the discovery of a partly charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins Mansion, that allows all doubts to be lifted as the link between the contents of the building and the Hawkins case. I wonder if I could have gotten here without her help. I would have liked to got in here without the assistance of that crazy woman.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins Mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Baker.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Oh, you're so
Is it
scary.
Far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins Mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Wow. Okay, another 15 minutes. Hey, look, it's been almost 2 hours. I'll play more of this tomorrow after Mass Effect. Oh, man. One thing about Mass Effect 3, I never got to do all the last couple DLCs that came out for the game because I finished the story before they released all the DLCs for that. And at the time, I never did go back through the game again I don't know why. I never did go back through it. Damn, she messed him up good, didn't she? Somebody's in there.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I bet I know why all the trees are dead. Because there's no sunlight. Psalms 3:5 from the Bible. My wife should be getting off work soon. Surprised she hasn't texted me yet.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
Sure he is.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
My big toe is killing me on my left foot for some reason. Not hurting too bad, but it's definitely bothering me.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
I guess I'll go to the manor by myself then. The windows look all boarded up.
I'll have to find another entrance.
I wish I could have got a good ending on the vampire game years ago when I played it. It was so hard trying to get a good ending. Trying to get into the game without, like, killing anybody.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Give me that. Control yourself, old man.
You've got guts, you little bastard.
You and I have got some talking to do.
Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule, and I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You're no match for me, Winchester. Stop.
You win, you crook. Take this damn key before I change my mind. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
I thought there was about to be a fight.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Let me text Cindy and see if she's off work. You off work yet, comma? Are you gonna work all night? Question mark. Shall I invite someone else to go see Venom with me? Question mark. Picking on her.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Your mama. She was in here making a sandwich. I'm making me a PBJ for my son. My boy Bradley. Ugh. Is that a... What is that?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
Find the fire scene. That's disgusting. What is that?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
She's like, I ain't eating that crap. Damn,
Pierce.
bother me.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control. But
How?
It's already too late for the Hawkins.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? They had a fight. Why?
She may get off at 4 today, but I thought she said 3.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
I think there were more clues in that warehouse. I just didn't know how to go into this kind of investigative state. I can't back out of the investigative state yet. It won't let me. So I'm missing... Maybe I'm supposed to find her other shoe. Oh, here we are.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Somebody was on fire.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Well, I doubt Chief West will be coming up here to explore to see if anything's been tampered with. She must be busy because she hasn't replied back to me yet.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
This is quite the library. I'm not much of a reader, but it would be cozy to sit here with the fireplace going on a sofa, reading a book.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Mm. Either they've been dead for quite some time, or they never bothered dusting their library.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Look at that.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they paid anybody to keep their mansion clean. I like the lightning strikes that happen every now and then. Kind of creepy. I think sitting in that cramped Kubota at work for 12 hours is getting to my legs and feet. I get out every now and then and stretch, but man, right now my foot on my left foot's kind of bothering me. It's not really hurting, it's just kind of aching a little bit. My big toe and the base, the heel of my big toe.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
She was quite talented.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Wow.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
What are these lamps light with? They have kind of a greenish glow about them. Ow.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
As you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Weird. There's a mystery afoot, Mr. Lancer. There's a mystery afoot. We shall come to the conclusions of this mystery. Oh, can't go down there. It's blocked by some debris. I think video game characters can't climb over stuff. There's a big mouse. Rat.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates? Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. Perfect.
Oh. What going on here?
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Wow. That was a lot of money back then. A lot of money.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Huh. Here's the door right here with a key. I could have went on that door.
This door is locked.
I must find the key. Come on, Sandy Lou. I'm glad I made the damn movie till like for 7 o'clock. That sculpture's all melted. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, but all the way up till I was like 18, I mostly draw stationary objects. I was really good with shadows and stuff. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if it's like riding a bike, you know? If I was to sit down and took the time to draw something. I tried drawing people's faces. I drew a drawing of my dad once, like a cartoon kind of drawing. Like, if you were to go to a theme park and they had those guys that draw people and in kind of a cartoonish way, riding a bike or doing something. I drew my dad's head playing base on a body, him playing baseball, swinging the bat at a ball. I don't know where that drawing. I think it's still at my parents' house. I drew a lot of other stuff too, but my mom did something with my portfolio, and it's gone. I have no idea where. Interesting.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Why you run away? I used to be able to do a higher pitched voice before COVID. Like, did I hit that note on that song that I just sung? But now I can't. I've lost my high pitched voice. Why does it sound like someone's running up and down a hallway? I feel like I'm missing something. Almost 3:40 and my wife still hasn't texted me that she's off work. I hope she's okay. I hate to think about it. I don't know what I'd do without her, man. Oh, speak of the devil. She said, no, I am not. Clocking out now. I had to wait till somebody got here. Okay. She had to wait till she got relieved. Sometimes they forget about her, especially when she's over in lumber.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island.
Oh, I read that already?
It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Pardon me. Whew. Sometimes when she's stuck in the garden area or lumber at Lowe's, the managers sometimes forget that she's over there. And she has to call and remind them. And they're like, oh, sorry. And then they have to find someone to go relieve her so she can clock out and go home. I don't know what else to look at. I'd hate to meet the spider that made that web. This game is very intriguing so far. I'm a bit lost at the moment.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692.
Wow.
By two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
He read all that just by staring at the book. I wish I had that ability. Do you remember that old movie from the 80s? I think it was the 80s. It was called Meteor Man. It was a black guy, normal everyday black guy. There was a meteor that fell, and he had a small chunk of it, and it imbued him with powers, and he could touch a book and learn everything that's in that book and have that knowledge for like 30 seconds. It was kind of a comedy superhero movie. I remember a scene where he was in the hospital. I think it was shortly after he had gotten imbued with his powers, and this snooty doctor came in. It was instructing new nurses and stuff. And so he accidentally touched the book that the doctor had. And so for like 30 seconds, he knew everything that a well-trained doctor would know, you know. So then him and his doctor were like having a debate on something medical for like 30 seconds. And then he forgot what he was talking about. I think it was called Meteor Man.
A book on hunting whales.
Oh, yeah.
The island's staple diet last century.
Already read that. Read that too. I'm about to stop the stream here for today. Here in a moment. Kind of trying to see if there was anything that I missed. I'd like to go down there. I can't tell if the door is open. There's kind of an archway. Why would someone pile the wood right there? It didn't fall from anywhere. Let's see. Oh, okay. You gotta confirm your changes and then back out. I took the crosshair off. It was kind of annoying me. I thought I would have a gun or something in the game. I thought. Oh, here's this.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? Looks like a revocation ritual. Was she trying to invoke something or banish it?
Ooh, 3 more points. Oh yeah, I gotta find more books on medicine and occultism to learn more about of those. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues who discovered the truth of the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. Contradicting the police report, the Hawkins drawing room tells a totally different version of the fire that claimed the whole family, beginning with the presence of a handprint that throws up the possibility of a survivor. The bodies of Charles and Sarah Hawkins left no mark on the floor, nor, to that matter, in the drawing room, contrary to that of the child still visible close to the fireplace. The same goes for the glass shards on the floor. A close inspection reveals the presence of blood on several of them. On the wall, the very clear mark left by the painting found in Hawkins' warehouse confirms that the Hawkins case could be much more than a domestic accident. I've read that. Yeah.
$1,993 with Robert Townsend and Don Cheadle.
Yes. I think there's a bit of a delay on your stream. Yeah. 93. I had watched that movie in a long time, dude. Don Cheadle, yeah. That was a silly movie, but I loved it. I wonder if I...
Yeah. I was minutes behind.
Yeah. It comes and goes.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried.
Oh, I found something.
Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Ever since you left to bury yourself away on the Lost Island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last one's so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of the most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian Millennium L. Maximilian L. Oh, I didn't see that, I guess, when I was last in here. Yeah, I was... I think I was 16 years old when that movie came out. Meteor Man. That was 2 years before I met my wife. I don't know if she's ever seen that movie. We were talking about Toxic Avenger the other day. I was like, honey, do you remember Toxic Avenger? The skinny guy that got picked on and they threw him in a barrel of like toxic liquid. He was like the janitor at a high school or something. And he had a mop as a weapon. The Toxic Avenger. I would have sold me the Toxic Avenger hero on City Heroes if a mop could have been his weapon. Would have made him like grotesque as possible, big and ugly, and put him in a tutu. Don't look at me, I'm changing. Okay. Man, I love fireplaces. I want to love...
Bradley? Is that you?
Would love for Cindy and I to have our own place with a firehouse. Or fireplace, excuse me.
Toxie's coming back.
Yeah, I heard about that. I just got cold chills up my spine. This is the kids' room.
The boys' room.
Yeah.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
His parents probably argued a lot and it scared him. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Was that movie written early 19th century? I know the movie came out like 1960s, 1950s.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Wow.
What was wrong with this family?
That looks like a drawing of Santa Claus.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Memory trophy earned. Where's the drawings now? How do they know there's drawings up there? That door is open. It was closed a while ago.
Wizard of Oz book is from 1900.
Oh. Wow. Learn something new every day. I'm betting the kid's still alive. Somehow. You don't hear that sound of pitter-patter on the floors? Like a little kid running up and down the hallways? Oh, wow. Isn't that him? A painting of him?
You! Stop! Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Man, I was about to stop playing this, but this got more intense.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. You may switch from one light source to another. Oh, because the oil will run out on the lantern. There's a little gas, a lantern, oil meter or other on the right. I'll switch to the lighter until I get to like darker rooms. I'll play till Cindy gets home, because then we're gonna start getting ready to go see a movie.
This door was closed earlier.
History of medicine of how many more books do I have to find? Wait, this is where the... No? Yeah. Where the fire took place.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old seaway map.
I guess there was more to investigate in that old warehouse.
Seems like this came from a log.
That's why the question mark thing was popping up, but I couldn't find anything. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore the sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beast, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. We caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I'd ever laid eyes upon. It will go into the memory of this biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Darkwater, we have beaten the Orpheus. Returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Well, I got 4 now. Wow.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
A secret door. Oh, cool. Got more oil for the lamp.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
We have a puzzle here. I gotta put this in the right spot, I think, to trigger the,
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
The guy with the glasses looks like a butcher. He's wearing like an apron.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
I may have to put the globe on the darker spot on the map that's kind of up near Maine on the United States, but not at the top of Maine. It seems to be the biggest red circle. That might be the clue right there.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
I don't know where else to put the map.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Well,
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
We don't have to leave until like 6, though. We're going to leave about... Walk out the door at 6. Make sure we... I like getting to the theater early. Even though we get reserved seating.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
You can literally put this anywhere.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Not since I've been home. I need to give him his last 2 chicken feet. I need to. I'm trying to figure out some clues. Okay, the map's not on here, so I have to look at it. I wonder if I have to follow the path of the route that the boat took, maybe? To unlock, maybe it's some kind of combination with the globe? I was hoping it would just be a simple, like, pull a book out and unlock it. It may have, I think it has something to do with the, what's this?
This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
I understand your worries, but I assure you that Sarah is in good hands here at the Riverside Institute. It goes without saying that her estate requires very specific care and a high level of attention. No, they stink? I guess just throw them away. They go bad too fast. You know, take the trash outside. Her full potential will only be able to express herself if she is placed in a secure environment and surrounded by qualified staff. The decision is yours, of course, but I seem to understand that you are running out of time. Your friend, Thomas Fuller. We got Jack some chicken feet. He loves to eat those, but they go bad way too fast. There was 2 left I was going to give him, but they were just too rotten.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Okay, they're numbered. Let's see how I'm supposed to remember all this. 18. The Sicilla is the red line. It went out 33 degrees north, 53 degrees west. then up 57 degrees north, 51 degrees west, and then back down 49 degrees north, 61 degrees west, then 42 degrees north, 55 degrees west, and then back to, looks like maybe dark water. This is a tricky puzzle. Oh, there's something over here too I missed.
Why are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
Somebody didn't want Sarah to read her letters.
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
There is markers on here, like latitude and longitude on this globe. Alright.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
33 degrees north, 50 degrees west. I'll have to get a notepad and write this down. 57 degrees north. That looks like a 51 degrees west as it goes up. 33 north, 53 west.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
This is hard to read. Then it's like up this way.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
I wish he would quit saying that. Let me get a notepad real quick and write this down. There's a puzzle in the game. I'm playing that Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Get my work pen. I forgot to get my coffee out. It's still in the grocery bag on the table. Okay. Got me a notepad. I don't know if this is what I have to do, but I'm trying to figure it out. I believe you'd follow the path of the Scylla and not any of the other ones, since the Scylla crashed when it came back. There's something awfully suspicious behind that ship. 57 north. That looks like a 51 west. Then a 49 north. Maybe a 61 west. That looks like a 42 north, 55 west. My pen is giving me problems. There's no latitude and longitude on dark water. We've been trying to find Jack some turkey necks. You want some turkey necks, Jack? Mom and Dad get you some turkey necks? You? I don't think I'm supposed to hit X to validate. 57 north. Oh, 33 north, 53 west. It's hard to eyeball this. 33 north. Aha!
Looks like it worked.
That was just the first one.
Well done, Pierce.
The 33 north, 53 west. I thought we were going to have to do the whole route. Figured it out, Lan. I'm smart. I can do things. The secret cave, trophy earned. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken a search to search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and officer set off after him. By following him to the office, Charles Hawkins and they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion. There's no more chicken feet, buddy. Mama had to throw them away. They were nasty. He probably could have ate them, honey. Like your butt. Yeah.
The secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
I like
3
this.
seats.
I like this game so far.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent?
These guys make me think of the episode or two in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the guys without faces that were worshipping something underground. If I'm remembering that correctly.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest? This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here? This symbol, what does it mean?
Gain a little knowledge with the occultism. Creepy. Alright, Lan. I can't save my game. I guess I can't save my game. I guess it saves automatically. We will continue this on tomorrow after Mass Effect. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And subscribe if you want to see more streams and videos from me. I mostly stream every Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. Central, for 2 to 3 hours, depending on my day. And once again, please leave a like to help support my channel, and also if you liked it. If not, put a dislike. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Wife and I are going to go see Venom 2. Let there be carnage. I wish I had a Venom shirt, but I don't. Gotta suffice with the Spider-Man shirt I have on right now. Anyway, guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.